All right, so this is our morning meetup and update on what is happening. It's, it's really unbelievable that we've gotten to this point. We made it through the testing phase for the 3 days on the RV. We went to different sites every night. We had 2 to 3 events every day, so it was a pretty packed day. We had to park in the city. I had to parallel park. I had to 18-point turn. I had to, well, I call it an 18-point turn. I was supposed to be 3, but in an RV it's about 18. I had to back in to very tight spaces. Learned how to do that. Um, it was fascinating. We were able to adjust quite a bit, and actually, I really liked having a small space. It was a lot less to manage, a lot less to clean up, and I think it'll be a lot easier to get into a routine. But there's still a whole bunch of challenges trying to. I mean, even when I was on the inside, when I was in government, and I had the full weight of the Pentagon behind me, it was difficult to get people to respond. To put that into numbers, we contacted 50 teachers, all the recent winners of the state level, best teachers in the country kind of thing. And out of 50 teachers, you get 3 responses. And here you are trying to press forward with education. You want to include them, but they don't necessarily either respond or they don't have time. And you're only asking for 30 minutes on the phone, so it's difficult. Well, same thing is true in every other area. So even though we contact professors and we contact community leaders and we contact politicians, response rates are very low. I would be more discouraged if I hadn't had these experiences inside of government. But I think it's a real lesson that I hope our country sees, that if someone wants to learn about your program and wants to elevate it, engage. I mean, how much time does it take from you, right? If we want to change the systems, then we all have to get involved. And sometimes it's confusing as to how we get involved. Not everybody wants to quit their job and go around the country. I get that. But everybody has 30 minutes to spare to make sure that what you're doing is shared with others. And it's surprising how hard it is to get people to engage there. That said, I am incredibly encouraged that I have so many speakers coming to the event tomorrow. I'm just tremendously honored, and I'm proud of our community because leaders are coming from a variety of different areas. It was my vision that we would get here, but I wasn't sure if we would make it. You can't assume that everybody will get there and that everyone will agree and take a chance, because this is going to be like a political experience no one's ever had. We are used to podiums and prepared speeches, and we're used to foot stomping elevator pitches, and we're used to platforms that have been written by someone else, and this is nothing like that. I'm going to be acting as the connector, the MC. I'm going to do the introduction, but I'm really going to lift up all the other leaders. That is the job of a true leader in my mind, and the speech can't be written by someone else, or frankly, they should be the one up there. And the duties can't be carried out by someone else, again, otherwise they should be up there. So I think when we connect and act as partners and teammates, that's when we have the most impact. And we're going to do this tomorrow. I mean, we're going to have enough people on stage to really give that impression and understanding to everyone. And so I'm pretty psyched about that. Things I'm concerned about, I am really worried about getting enough traction. I am not a fundraiser, and I am not a campaign manager, and I'm not a politician or an activist. I lift up all of these groups. I appreciate and respect all of the talents of people who have these skills, but I'm a problem solver and a leader. So I come up with solutions and ideas to really hard problems, which allows me to work in these other spaces, but nowhere to the extent that the experts do. So I hope to find some fundraising infrastructure, and I hope to be able to connect even more. I have been talking obviously with campaign folks, but it's difficult because there is one way to do things right now, and we are really trying to go and do things differently. So if you pick traditional firms, then they want to have you follow a traditional path, and not everybody, including volunteers, is ready to try something different. So all we can do is take a leap of faith and work my tail off and get my hands dirty and send letters to everybody we can think of and hope people will get involved. And I guess the message will be people will get involved if they believe in the approach that we're taking in bringing people together and capitalizing on the capabilities we already have in this country, or they won't, and that'll be an answer too. Sometimes it's a great challenge to go and try. I believe in what we're doing, I believe in the message, I believe in the goal, and I believe it's the right way to affect change. But whether or not we'll be good enough, smart enough, fast enough, rich enough, impactful enough, connected enough, I mean, those are the questions on the table. So I guess we'll see. Today is really a day of preparation for tomorrow. I'll be picking up wood to make the stage. We will be putting together all of the sound system equipment, which we just got. We'll be reviewing all of our inventory for t-shirts and cards and tables and setup, and making sure we have all the treats. We have food trucks and everything else coming as well. So it's going to be a busy day, but definitely a day of preparation. And we'll check in later.